Hi traders, it's Thursday morning, the 7th of August, and we're about 5 minutes after 9 o'clock, so a little over an hour into the New York trading session. I have a pound Swiss 4-hour chart up. As you can see, our recent activity on the 4-hour has been to the short. We did have a breakout of 4-hour consolidation, which I like, and I'm going to be looking for a potential short on this trade. Let's look at the higher time frames. This is the weekly chart, and here's a warning because we have a slingshot in play on the weekly. And I came in today thinking that I might have a long, but it hasn't worked out that way, and I'm just trusting price action. Here's our pound Swiss daily chart, and you can see what could become a head and shoulders pattern here, topping out. Price making a bearish impulsive bar breaking below, again, impulsive bar breaking below, again, impulsive bar. This time it didn't break below, and it took a while for it to actually come back up and do it, but it did make a decisive break. It actually took price action lower than this prior low, and that's speaking to me. And then today we have the daily kind of railroad tracks pattern already broken to the low. Here's how we look on the hourly chart. Here's how we are on our 30-minute chart. I've drawn a little zone that I'm interested in terms of price action. I've got a 3-minute that can set up. I've got a 5-minute that could potentially set up. I have a 2-minute play, but I missed that, so I'm going to wait for one of the other time frames. Okay, we're coming up toward this 5-minute band touch. We've got a band touch right in the area that I was looking at, so I'm going to go down to the 1 minute. I also want to show you the Euro-Canadian that I've been watching since yesterday, really. And it's set up on the 3-hour. I'm going to show you what we look like on lower time frame. Here we are on the hourly, having broken this trend line. This is a weekly setup, a weekly slingshot that this is into, so I've been watching this. And it looks like it's ready to go now. Here's our 30-minute. Here's our 15-minute. I could have entered this earlier on a low time frame setup, but this would be a conservative way to enter this. I'm watching my 15-minute price action. We'll get a close. Not for a while yet. We just had a close, so I've got almost another 13 minutes to watch this. Here's how that pound Swiss looks, and I like that Ecad better because it's into the weekly setup, and this is against the weekly setup. So I'm just going to abandon even looking at this chart and just exclusively look at the Euro-Canadian right now. We're coming up on the 15-minute close in a couple of minutes, and this is moving pretty fast now, so I will try to show you an entry if I take it, but it'll be on a very low time frame, I'm guessing. I have a zone mark that I'd like to get in. But again, with this much momentum, it may just go. I never know exactly where a price is going to take off. I just use high probability strategies and follow price action. Okay, we have our close, so I'm going down to the 1 minute. I'm interested in this 2-minute setup. We are right around the figure, so I'm noticing that as well. I'm in this trade at 146.03 with an 8-pip stop. We have price reacting and moving down into the 45.90s. Price is continuing to break lower. We've hit down at 145.81, so I'm up a little over 20 pips. I'm going to move my stop in to 2 pips. We've made a new low. I just want to show you what's happened on this pound Swiss that I was considering before and decided not to go with it. I went with the Ecad. The pound Swiss actually has a weekly slingshot to the long. We've broken up through this trend line. This is just a 3-minute chart, but let me show you what's happening on the hourly. We have price coming up to this prior high. I'm very interested to see if the impulsive candle can break that. Here we are on the 15th, so I'll be watching this 15-minute close. This is very attractive to me because of that weekly setup and because I have my next target on that from the high time frames at 155. And here's the update on the Ecad, and we are coming down towards 145.75 now, and I'm in at 146.03. Here's a higher time frame chart. This is my 4-hour, and I have my targets as 145 and 144. I'm always aggressive with my targets just in case, price really gets on a roll and momentum carries it a tremendous amount like we did yesterday. But more realistically, we may stop along the way, and I may take a significant amount of profit or close, and then look to re-enter until I get to my final target. Okay, we're making new lows in the Ecad, and we've come down to 145.70, so I'm up 33 pips. Here's how the pound Swiss looks. I did not get a higher close. It broke it, but I didn't get a higher close yet, so I'm just watching right now. I'm going to watch this primarily from the 15-minute. Here's the 3-minute on the Ecad, and I'm going to be watching what price does as we get closer to the 145.50 to determine whether I need to take a scale on this. Price has now hit 145.67. Okay, we've got price. It made a little retrace, and it's come back down around the 65 level, 145.65. I'm in at 146.03, so I'm getting pretty aggressive here about at least taking 2/3 off. I have 2/3 of this off at 35 pips. And here's how we look on the 15-minute chart. Here's how we look on the hourly chart, and this is where I'm trying to get down to around the 50 level. I'm going ahead and I just close this. It's all out now at 35 pips. Excuse me, at 35 pips. That pound Swiss is starting to look like it might set up, and I want to be free to handle that. So I went in this with an 8-pip stop, which gives me a little over a 1-to-4 return on this trade. Here's how we look on the pound Swiss. We did have a nice 15-minute close, and I'm going to get in this as close to that as I can. So I'm going to go ahead and print this video, and if I do go in the pound Swiss, I will do a separate video on that. Good trading, everybody.